Hello and welcome to Birmingham, Alabama, site of Barber Motorsports Park, and round number 8 of the Reebok Truck Series chase. Yeah, actually that works. Round 8 of that. As starting on the pole here today will be James Henry, and Jeffrey Buckeye will start on his outside. It'll be Dylan Young and Kyle Austin in row 2, and as you can see, Kyle Austin no longer carrying the special chase scheme. Anyone who has been eliminated from chase contention not carrying the scheme either. Brendan Griffiths and Jake Cole row 3 with Cosmo Budd and Mary Shelley row 4. Cosmo, the top chaser who's still in contention starting here today. Chris Washer and Angel Navarro round out the top 5. And where is last week's winner? As we get to command.
Drivers, start your engines.
There he is. Looks to be starting towards the back, and yeah, he is. And on the final row, Tom Shelley, Dustin Griffiths both had issues in qualifying. Shelley ran 6 seconds off the pace, and Dustin Griffiths, the field ran a minute 32 in qualifying, and he ran a near 2-minute lap time. And that nets him the final starting spot here today. As the field makes a long pace lap here, we will take a short commercial break and bring you right back for the green flag here today. And we are back. We are getting ready to come through the final set of corners here. But Brad Johnson, almost from the instant they pulled off pit road, showed signs of issues as he pulled it straight onto the grass, and oh, this ain't going to be good. Oh, this cannot end well. I hope he goes to pit road. I really do. And he does. The heck? Is it just me or did it look like... No? Okay, it looks fine from there, but it almost looked like the left rear tire was down. But the field comes through the final corners, and I know I did put caution flags on because this race definitely would be very boring if I didn't. So, oh well, but the race is going to be 10 laps, so hopefully that will balance it out a little bit. James Henry, the leader. Oh, well, that was good. Dylan Young takes the lead. Chris Washer's on the inside line. 3 wide for the race lead as Dylan Young will prevail oh, wow. Oh, that for an exciting first few corners there. As it's lagging a little bit. Oh, well. Angel Navarro and Kyle Austin battle for second right now as they come down towards the, I don't know what you could pretty much call a miniature S's on this track. If you go into this camera angle, it's lovely through this part of the course. Warren Cherry, Kyle Thomas, James Shelley, it goes from bad to worse. Ian Dutta, Charles Sanford, Nick Nowman's got issues. Drew Austin, Dion Scott. Looks to be Cosmo Budd. So I think I've seen, there's 4 at least. Dave Cole, Tom Shelley. I don't know, does Seth Cole have damage? I don't know, it's hard to tell. Chris Burden, definitely. James Henry has damage. Dustin Griffiths survived that. It appears as though that is the case. As they come across the line, Dylan Young is your leader. Then it's Angel Navarro, Kyle Austin, Brandon Griffiths, Chris Washer, PJ Williams, Mary Shelley, Tom Gerard, and Vitaly Nikolaev with Trevor Meacham the top 10. I would like to make mention that Mary Shelley is the most recent road course winner in the race. As the field's still speeding up here to catch up to the pace car, we'll break away to show you all that happened going into that first turn here on the first lap. And we're back. Here's what happened coming down into turn 1. You'll see Brandon Griffiths pushes Dylan Young down into the corner, and that looks to be what caused Dylan Young to get into the 50. Nowhere for Jeffrey Buckeye to go. And then, of course, they're scattering to try and avoid these guys. Jake Cole's going to make the contact there. Cosmo Bud getting contact from William Duncan. Sends him into Michael Hegdahl. There's James Shelley going around, as well as Dave Cole. Cosmo Bud gets into the wall there. Almost wonder... Uh-oh. That's where Warren Cherry gets damaged. There's Tom Shelley getting his damage. Where's Kyle Thomas? Oh, he apparently was behind all this. Let's see where he get... Oh! Really? They can't even get to the green flag! Watch Chris Burton. He gets into the 33. Turns him sideways. Gets into Seth Cole. And Kyle Thomas, an innocent bystander there. Ian Duddy gets turned by Dustin Griffiths. And that's how the caution comes out as well. Dion Scott gets sent off into the dirt. Into the kitty litters. Manages to survive though. There's Cody James going around. Now I saw the 2 have issues. Charles Sanford here. Let's play this a little bit. See where his issues might come. So he gets into the 41. Oh, hard hit for Nick Nauman. Kyle Sosnowski barely gets by this. There's Drew Austin getting a piece. Savannah Cole gets into this. How does Dustin Griffith survive this lap almost unharmed is beyond me. Wow. Okay. I think we've covered everything. With that, Dylan Young led the race back to the line. We'll bring you back for the green flag here from the Barber Motorsports Park. That was troublesome to get out. And I just thought of this while being on Dylan Young before I go away. Dylan Young trying to become the 3rd driver to complete the clean sweep, as he is a truck win away from completing that task. And we are back. You see 3 drivers retired out of this race. Nick Nauman, Charles Sanford, and Warren Cherry. Savannah Cole is currently on pit road. And so here's the top 10 rundown. Dylan Young, Angel Navarro, Kyle Austin, Brandon Griffiths, Chris Washer, PJ Williams, Mary Shelley, Tom Gerard, Vitaly Nikolaev, Trevor Meacham. No one pitted there, at least. Now I gotta show you this. We have a modified on the track, folks. We have a modified. Actually, we might have 2 of them. Yep, we have 2 of them. Jeffrey Buckeye, Tom Shelley. We have modifieds on the track here today, folks. They're showing that they can run just as fast as the trucks can. As field comes through the final set of corners here, the pace truck will pull off momentarily. There you see it. Dylan Young now leads the field. 3 Toyotas in front, then 2 Dodges make up the top 5. Top running Chevy is in 6th. And the top running Ford currently runs in the 20th spot in the form of Stacy Dutta. This field comes out the final corner. The 7-Eleven Toyota will get ready to hit the gas, and we'll be back under racing once again here. 3 laps complete when the field hits the stripe. And the green flag is back out, and look at the jump Dylan Young got over Angel Navarro. Gonna watch the bow for a second as they come down into this turn. Do they make it? No, they don't. Trevor Meacham's gone around. Apparently I clicked twice. Meacham has gone around, but apparently surviving. So I'm going to infer that the caution flag is still not out yet. Okay. Look at that. Oh, well, McNamara's off course. William Duncan has gone off as well. There's 3 wide back here. And McNamara's still off course. That ain't good. Meanwhile, Dylan Young now pulled out to a big lead over this guy. And we're going to look for where the top running chaser is at this moment. It is PJ Williams. Vitaly Nikolaev, knowing this is his chance to make up some points. PJ needing a very good run as he enters this race 140 points behind the points leader, needing to make up some points if he wants any shot at this one. James Shelley needing the same. He came into this race 143 points behind the leader. And both of them entered in this race over 100 points back of Cosmo Bud, who entered this race 4th in the points. So definitely in danger of maybe not being able to advance unless they win. Vitali right now runs in the 7th spot, so he's able to pick up 2 spots on the restart. As that gives me a good hunch of where Savannah Coles is in relation to the leaders. I'm still trying to figure out why McNamara has not gone back out on the track here. Oh, he's going to though right here. Trying to figure out what has gone on with McNamara's car. Maybe it's just not wanting to run to full power, so pulling off. Oh well. There's last week's winner, Jacob Sisko, 11th right now. When they came by the line the last time. He obviously doesn't have any worries about it. He knows no matter what happens in points, he will run in the finale with a shot at winning this. So props to him. Able to still run good here despite all the... Oh, actually, that's probably one reason why he is able to run even better, is just because of that. McNamara now has pulled onto pit road. As Dylan Young comes through the final sets of corners here, he's going to have 5 laps to go at the stripe already. May have to make this race just longer, I don't know. If that would help the quality of the race, I will do that, honestly. And McNamara apparently does pit on the other side of the start-finish line, so he will be able to stay on the lead lap for 1 lap. Shelley trying to make up spots here. Passing, or trying to pass the 33, not able to. Comes across the line in the 33rd position. Not a good run for James once again. And definitely not showing how good his season has been to this point. Kyle Thomas, who ended this race 2nd in points, definitely not doing himself any favors either. As Dylan Young leads still, I guess good time to mention where some of these guys are in points. Dylan Young comes in this race 38th in points, 2 top 5s and 6 top 10s on the season, so not doing too bad. Oh, it's not been a good season, let's just say it like that, I guess. Looking for better next year. No insight yet on what the plans are for him. The 12 car though has been announced to be owned. Del Waltrip Motorsports is gonna own that team or that truck, but it's gonna be they're still looking for proper sponsorship. Angel Navarro, the Pizza Toyota here, the 55. Been a decent season. Obviously has not done the... Oh, actually, never mind. A bad season for him. 32nd in the points. He's yet to score a top 5 finish. So a 2nd place would be great for the team as... Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, well. Oh, the caution has come out. Oh. Stacy Dutta is mangled. That is the worst damage I've ever seen to a truck in all my days of broadcasting. Wow. Let's take you right back to see what happened at 97. And we are back. This is what happened. You see John McNamara there. Stacy Dutta gets into the 50 of James Henry. They make contact, and look at that. Then John McNamara as well. He's into the tire wall. Nothing he could have done. I mean, let's take the onboard here at the 23. Oh, and look at that's early on in the lap. I swear that's like when the lap had just started. Wow. So unfortunate for John McNamara as he gets tangled up in someone else's mess. We'll bring you back for the restart, as I believe there should be one, with the caution coming out with 4 laps to go. And we are back. Stacy Dutta and John McNamara have both retired from the race. No surprise there. Dylan Young is your leader. Then it is Angel Navarro, Kyle Austin, Brandon Griffiths, Chris Washer. Vitaly Nikolaev was able to get his way up to 6th without us noticing. PJ Williams is in 7th. Then it's Tom Gerard, Kyle Sosnowski, and Jacob Sisko is in the top 10 once again. Poised to maybe make a run at this one. Probably not for the win, but who knows. If the leader's all wrecked going into turn 1, he's going to be right there with a shot at it. Same with Nikolaev. Nikolaev making his best effort here to try and make up some points before next week's race at, I want to say Rockingham, but I'm not quite sure. I'd have to check that. Let's see where some of the other chasers are running right now. Go from the back here. Kyle Thomas runs in 33rd. James Shelley 32nd. Cosmo Budd is in 26th. So not a good day for them. Obviously, Stacy Dutta has now retired in the 38th position. She will be the worst finishing chaser. And she came into this race 6th in the points, 134 back of the leaders, and 101 points behind Cosmo Budd. That number will increase here today. As the field comes off the final corner, it'll be a 2-lap shootout. If the caution does come out, the race will end under the caution flag. But if we get back around to the white flag, then we will run this one to the checkered no matter what. Green flag is back out. All 3 Toyotas right on their back bumpers. As the 34 made a move to the driver's left of Nikolaev and is going to make it work. Oh, Kyle Austin's off in the kitty litter. He's going to get back on, but he's going to lose several spots as Nikolaev and PJ Williams battle immensely for this 5th spot now. Gerard's there. Does Nikolaev get a good run off that corner? Yes, he does. Put him into the top 5. Great run for the Carolina Nut Company Toyota. And for a driver who announced this week, who has been confirmed as a Cup Series driver next season, looking to hopefully do a lot better than he did in season 1 there, where his biggest claim to fame was the controversial actions taken at Infineon, which are still remembered by some of the people. As all of a sudden Dylan Young has gapped the 55 of Angel Navarro and is looking to take this one easily. As we come to the final set of corners here, the white flag will be displayed and there is no sign of caution on the racetrack. Obviously couldn't tell from there. No caution. So we will race this one back. Bob Johansson's in the grass. Shouldn't be any issues. Sam Cole has made a pit stop. And Cosmo Budd has actually lost spots, apparently. Dustin Griffiths is up to 26th. Either that or down to it, one or the other. Jacob Sisko fell to 15th. Kyle Austin fell out of the top 10 with his off-track excursion. And Vitaly Nikolaev has picked up another spot. He's into 4th now. So one bad race, and he's going to counter with an excellent race here today. As long as he can keep it on track. The road course ace from Russia in the top 5, looking to try and counteract his race last week. Meanwhile, Dylan Young with a very impressive lead, and I think we might have been able to figure out maybe where the 0-2 has gone off. As Nikolaev now, can he actually close in on Chris Washer here through the final sets of corners? 2 more shots at it, as Dylan Young is definitely going to be the winner here today. The 3rd driver to actually complete the clean sweep. As we switch to camera angle number 2 as they come off the final corner. Dylan Young, a winner in the Reebok Truck Series. He completes the clean sweep with a win at Barber Motorsports Park. Vitaly Nikolaev finishes 4th here today. How about the modified finishing 22nd? Whoops. Okay. Whoops. Okay, there we go. The O2 actually retired. Let's take a look back at that as they come back around. I want to see what happened to Johansson, as he will not actually be credited with finishing this race. Oh wait, nope, never mind. This wasn't in the area I was thinking it was. Okay, so this was on the restart. He's getting passed by Tom Shelley. And the wreck's going to happen in front of him. Oh yeah, he runs into Meacham. And then gets turned by Brad Johnson, so. Just a thing that will happen at this track. Unfortunate for him. As we go back to live. And Dylan Young on road. And wow, Elijah Workman had problems after the checkered flag waved here today. Not going to worry about that though. Your top 10 rundown here today. Dylan Young, Angel Navarro, Chris Washer, Vitaly Nikolaev, Brandon Griffiths, PJ Williams, Tom Gerard, Henry Nova, Elijah Workman, and Alex Tanker. Other chase contenders finishing, and where they finished, Jacob Sisko finished in the 15th position. Dustin Griffiths, 26th. Cosmo Budd, 27th. Not a good run for those guys. They came into this race 3rd and 4th in the points. But they finished better than a lot of the others. As James Shelley finishes in the 32nd spot. He's going to have an uphill climb when it comes to getting into this. As well as Stacy Dutta, who finishes 38th here today. Kyle Thomas finishing 33rd. It'll be interesting to see where he ends up in the points after this one. I could see Thomas, Dutta, and Shelley probably being at least 3 or 4. I don't know who the other one would be, but let me export the results here and make this race official. Should be race 34. Yeah, okay. So, congrats to Dylan Young. I'm Goran Fantino 1. This has been a production of the INORL Racing Contained. We'll see you tomorrow from Phoenix as the rest of the race weekend shifts to that location. The desert. Wow. As we have 2 races left to go here in the Reebok Truck Series chase. And we'll go down to the victory celebration here for Dylan Young as the caution literally just came out. What? Oh, whatever. See you guys next time. And I know I signed off, and this isn't the victory celebration, but I had to show this derp. Seth Cole decided late he wanted to road. One problem. There's a wall there. Now let's head down to the victory celebration. This should be a special victory celebration, considering Dylan Young just did something that only 2 other people have done, and those people being Brad Johnson and Kyle Austin win in all 3 of my series, and a task I'm calling the clean sweep. So let's see how Dylan Young celebrates his first Reebok truck win. Well, I was going to say it looks like he's done, but maybe not. Ooh, got it close to that tire wall. You know, it's a shame Seth Cole didn't win this one, because we were hearing, like he was saying, like if he's gonna win this, that there's this special jump that he's gonna do some donuts, and there's this jump in the pit road area, the garage, that he was gonna try and show off to people, seeing how he's a good stuntman and all that. Now it looks like, well, maybe he isn't done, because he's still going. There he goes. Now he's done, and we'll see you guys tomorrow from Phoenix as we get close to the end of the Season 1 of Reebok, Season 1 of Hooters, and Season 2 of Coke Vanilla Cup Series action here on Gordon Fan 291.